and no one really watches them anyway. You know, it's more just for listening. So
yeah, when I've listened to your podcast, I have to have them like in the background.
yeah, exactly.
I always watch it. I watch
the whole thing.
I just stare at the image for an hour.
Yeah, it's very well
Very
done.
nice.
Yep. snoCast. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to another brand new snoCast, the second best thing you could listen to right behind a sloth trying to pop bubble wrap. I'm joined today by two very special, amazing guests, one that we've had on recently, but the brand new person as well. So everybody say hi and welcome back to the cast, CrayTrey, and our newcomer, Nathan Wooten. What's going on, everybody?
Hey,
What's up?
how you doing?
Is it Wooten? Did I pronounce it right? Nathan Wooten?
Yeah, you can say it however you want.
Wu-Tang.
Good.
You,
Wu-Tang?
Yeah. You can say
That works too?
Woot woot. I don't care.
Nate Woot, dude.
Woody.
Woody. Woody in the
Booty. I don't care. It doesn't matter.
Woody.
Woot.
I'm joined by Woody and the CrayTrey.
Yeah.
Welcome, guys.
Sounds like a band.
It's our new band. We're going to start touring around the U.S.
It sounds
I'll
good
be
to
here
me.
all week.
Yeah, I'll be your groupie and
All right.
front
Sounds good.
row every show.
Okay.
As always, I want to give you guys a chance to introduce yourselves. I'm kind of disappointed though. Nobody laughed at my bubble wrap joke. That was really good. I
was letting you do your thing, man.
Yeah, I thought it was like, hey, be quiet
Yeah.
until you're introduced. Like, don't. This is my first podcast. Don't say a word.
I'm just letting
That's
you.
true, some shows are
Don't.
like-
don't.
You're not here until
Don't-
I introduce you, but
Yeah, don't speak unless spoken to. Yeah.
I'm letting you tie that noose by yourself with that joke.
okay, good. Yeah, well, it's fine. I'm assuming that the audience laughed with me, so it's okay. CrayTrey, you were on here recently when we did our 2016 games, upcoming, whatever you want to call anticipated games cast.
Yes, we did. Yeah, it was fun. It was a good time.
Yeah, it was.
Recently got a better mic, so it doesn't sound like trash now.
Oh, good. You'll hear Trey 2.0. His voice will be even better.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna start with our new guest since people already know you,
Ooh.
Trey. So instead, I'm gonna have Nathan kind of tell us a bit about what he does on YouTube so we can check him out.
All right. Well, I make videos. Pretty cool, huh?
Okay, great. Moving on.
Pretty original. I'm kidding. I started off doing vlogs. That was fun. So I moved on to doing like top 10s. I want to start dipping into reviews. I have a lot of Let's Plays, but I'm kind of trying to steer away from that for the time being because I really enjoy the scripted content, like the list and the reviews that I'm gonna start doing.
Yeah.
Because it has more interaction. I'm sure you know that it has more interaction with people. Like people want to tell you what they think, then you can always like comment back. And it's really fun just to get a bunch of interaction.
Yeah.
With those kind of videos. So that's what I'm gonna start doing. Start trying to. By the time this comes out, I should have another new video out.
Excellent.
I'm working on it. I was working it all day today.
That's exciting.
It's very exciting.
I don't tell people like how to do their channel or anything, but I don't even know if you know this about me, Nathan. But I used to start as a Let's Player. That's how I got my start for like the first 2 years of my channel.
Really?
Yeah,
Well,
and
that's cool.
I've since unlisted them for that reason.
Yeah,
exactly what you were
I was
talking
thinking about doing that. Yeah.
and it's
I don't know.
I enjoy doing them, and it's whatever. But exactly what you were saying. I enjoy them much better. I enjoy doing the scripted content, and two, yeah, like it's better interactivity, and it's harder for people to find those videos on your channel when you have a ton of Let's Plays too. So that's cool, man.
So
I'm
true.
just saying, I did the same thing. I appreciated the work that goes into those other videos, and I'm like, this is cool. So
Yeah. Takes a lot
Awesome.
of work. So once you start doing them, you'll start appreciating the other ones you see. You're like, I understand that.
yeah. I'm just saying that's cool, man. It'll be good. Good to see more scripted stuff like that. I was in the last one, so go watch that.
Yeah, you were. That was awesome.
Yeah. Top 10.
Which one was that?
Top 10. What was it? Obscure.
What was it? Oh,
Weird.
top 10 strange Nintendo characters.
Strange Nintendo
Okay.
characters,
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Happened during
Yeah,
Donkey
watch
Kong
that.
month, so you can kind of, guess on what character
Yeah.
Snowman talked about.
I won't tell you which
Donkey
it is.
Kong?
Just take a guess. Weird Donkey Kong character.
Weirdest Donkey Kong character? Who?
You
Would
know
that
what I'm
be?
talking
Lanky Kong.
There's that. Oh boy, this cast just got weird. We just lost like 3 viewers.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So
sorry.
no, it's all good. Absolutely go check out Nathan Wooten and more scripted stuff to come. That's exciting to hear. Good stuff. Good stuff.
It's a very nice boy. Very nice man.
Oh, thank you.
Well, he's an Ohio boy, yeah?
Ohio boy.
Yeah.
What do you mean, Ohio man?
Buckeye. Buckeye.
Ohio man, my bad.
I'm Ohio man. I'm a man.
Ohio man.
Ohio.
But of course, our second guest here today is Mr. CrayTrey. Give us that plug for those that missed your first appearance.
Yo, it's your boy CrayTrey here. Go to my channel for all the latest top 10s, retrospectives, and funny reviews where I try to stare at the camera for way too long. No, I do this show that's a very popular show. It's very critically acclaimed. People love it. People love me. I'm kind of like Donald Trump. It's called Video Game Film School. It's where I look at certain video games, not every video game, but video games that have a cinematic feel, and I kind of look into what inspired that. Like what actually inspired it, what maybe subconsciously inspired that game. What films did more films and TV than books or comics or other games, and that's been going well. I've been enjoying doing that. I'm also hold on one second. Sorry, I get all this mucus when I do these I hate voiceovers so much because I just for some reason all my allergies like to perk up right when I start doing it.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, and I also try to do a bunch of parody skits, comedy skits. I'm working on a skit right now that's taking, tactically it's been taking since last October to do it. It's just it's tough when you don't have people you're paying, but it's not really what this podcast is about. So
That's the next one.
Yeah. So I do live action skits. I also just kind of do any kind of thing I really want to do. I'm like Nathan. I actually deleted a few, maybe 10 videos from my channel just because they didn't necessarily vibe with what I'm doing anymore. But I still want that opportunity to hey, I want to do a thing about this that has nothing to do with video games being like movies and stuff like that. And so I do stuff like that, like the Pokemon myths and Mario Bros.
That
myths. Yeah, I saw you commented. I appreciate that, man.
It
was fun to do. Yeah, it took me back too, just looking at that stuff.
Trey, when you said critically acclaimed on your channel, I thought you were going to talk about Robbie Ross, but
yeah, no, Robbie Ross, he's kind of a big deal nowadays. He's past 100,000K. He's doing his own
100,000K
Twitch streams. Yeah,
man, that's a lot of K.
It's a lot of Ks.
That's great. It's great.
I do want to make a 10K video for Robbie Ross.
That's awesome. Yep. No, that's on the real Video Game Film School. That's where it's at.
I appreciate it,
dude.
I like doing it. I definitely need to work on the pacing and stuff, but it's fun to do, and it's pretty rewarding because I think people do somewhat enjoy it. So yeah, I'm very glad you like it.
Film Theory, get on it. Hire CrayTrey.
Film.
That's right.
Film Theory. I can't do his voice.
You should start a Film Theory channel, man. It's never been done before.
Yeah. No, it's never been done before.
Never been done. Maybe you do a Did You Know movies.
Did you?
That'd be cool.
Oh.
Guys, I'm just spitting stuff out now. Write it down.
Yeah, this is great.
It's good stuff.
Man,
theories about what's in the briefcase in Pulp Fiction. That's all it is.
Did you know Reservoir Dogs actually stole their idea from another movie? I since watched it, by the way. I think I was telling you, Trey, that I was going to watch Reservoir Dogs.
Yeah, you told me that with your lovely Mrs. Snowman, right?
Yeah, I was going to, but after watching it, I watched it by myself. I know she wouldn't have liked it. It's kind of too slow for her.
Yeah,
but I really enjoyed it.
It's really, really good. I like it a lot too. It's kind of the least. No, well, that's Jackie Brown's the least talk about Tarantino film, but you don't hear about it as much just because of Pulp Fiction and
it's just simple. It's just
it's very simple.
It's just that story. There's not a lot of layers. It's just that. It was good.
Right. Yeah, it's really good.
Anyway,
Glad you like it.
We're not talking about Reservoir Dogs today.
Cut all this out.
We could. Believe me. It really was a good movie. But we're not. Today we're talking about E3.
Woo!
Yeah.
Oh,
man.
hold on. Oh, don't worry. I got you on that
got
one.
it? You got it?
Let me see. I think I have it in here. Yeah.
All right.
Can you hear that? I gotta turn on my volume.
There we go. I hear it.
I got you.
Yeah.
Wait, let's try that again. Okay. Our first
Okay.
introduction wasn't excited enough. Today,
Okay.
we're talking about E3 2016.
Woo! It's your boy.
I promised myself I wouldn't use that during this podcast, and I was
you
really
have
trying
to.
not to. But you opened the window,
It
and
was
I
too
jumped
perfect.
through it.
It was too perfect.
It was perfect.
I had to.
Ba-ba-ba-ba.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Yep. So we are. We're talking about it. E3 2016 is just around the corner. By the time
It's
this
getting
podcast
close.
comes out, which will be, boy, if I had to look at a calendar, it's
What, like 2 weeks?
Yeah, it's something like give or take a month, a little less than a month away from when E3 begins.
Oh, okay. Seriously, I thought you said I got you.
But yes, it is also a couple weeks from now or something like that. But
So it's today is May 10th or May 9th.
May
so
9th.
let's
well, not
make
to date
sure
the
that,
recording, Trey. But
the recording
yes.
is May 9th. So let's make sure, if some big news drops tomorrow, we're
That's
not,
a good point, actually. Yeah,
Yeah.
we
like
may
so-
not be in the know of things that happen
Yeah.
later.
Yeah, 'cause next week everything's just gonna get leaked.
Yeah, pretty
Everything-
much.
Yeah, everything will.
But
Probably.
whole point saying it's around the corner. It's coming up. People are getting really excited. We've already started to hear some news about what some companies are going to be doing at E3. So we're here to talk about it. And most importantly, we're here to predict.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
why we got
Your
some, crystal ball
sorcerers.
on the thumbnail there. We're going to be doing some predictions of what we think is going to happen in E3. I want to try and hit all the major players that are going to be there. So we'll talk, Nintendo, Sony, Microsoft, but we'll also talk EA, Ubisoft. What's the other one I'm forgetting?
What? There's
Bethesda now.
Bethesda.
That's
Yeah.
right.
What do we do? Activision. There's a lot of them.
Activision doesn't have.
They don't really do their
a
thing, but
conference.
they still put
But
games
yeah,
out.
they still have. Oh yeah,
Yeah, and then we'll end
talking.
talking about just everything else too that might
Yeah.
be there or other predictions. But I want to start with the big guys, the heavy hitters. So why don't we kick it off with our beloved Nintendo, the one
yeah.
that as of now it seems like we already know everything they're going to talk about because they
Yeah.
have already announced.
What? Just one thing, right?
Well, they're not even having a conference.
Not
It's
even
just
having a
Nintendo
conference.
Treehouse.
not even a direct or anything.
Have
Surprising.
they ever done that?
No
before?
puppets.
Like, is this unprecedented Nintendo behavior?
I mean, I
They
don't ever recall them not doing it.
Right. I don't
yeah.
either.
I don't
I mean,
recall
they always
either.
show something, or they always put some sort of presentation together.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So none
I mean,
of that.
slowly throughout the years, they went from big press conference to direct, littler direct, and now there's no direct.
Yeah, now just they're streaming the whole time Legend of Zelda from the treehouse.
How's that gonna work? Because
Man.
Let's play the
They're
same
probably gonna
test level
have-
300 times
Yeah.
in a week.
yeah, They're
I'll
gonna
watch
have
it. Sure, I
two-
love Nintendo.
They're gonna have two quote unquote YouTubers who are, I don't mean to be. It's gonna be two people who are gonna be fed questions to ask, and they're gonna be asking probably some developer, "Hey, what is this? What does this mean? What does this mean?" And I don't know. I mean,
Do we know
it's
who the
weird.
YouTubers are?
I don't know. I'm just making a prediction, generalization.
We'll see. We'll
Oh,
see
okay, I
the
gotcha,
completionist and Jay Witz.
I know. I would say
Yeah,
probably the
Jay
completionist
Witz.
and Jay Witz. I was,
That's what I was
'cause
thinking.
They
That's what I was-
just accomplished my dream goal of meeting Miyamoto.
Right.
Yeah.
Ah,
That and Jeff Keighley
man,
will be
so
there.
jealous.
Jeff Keighley will be there drinking Mountain Dew.
Yeah. So, I guess my
it's just
question
so-
is, that's what they've announced they're going to do. They're just going to be streaming Zelda the whole time, supposedly.
Yeah.
Will that truly be it, or will we see some Nintendo surprises?
I think
Man,
that'll
that's a
be
great
it.
question. I want to say that's going to be it, but I want to see more.
I do too.
That's just me being greedy,
Right,
being greedy
right.
moody.
Well, it's not greedy. I mean, these companies are there to produce products, and they've not been producing products. So, it's not greedy. You get anxious because they're not doing anything. And I think they're going to wait until they have their own event sometime in October where they announce the NX and announce the launch lineup. I don't think they have anything to show. I think they
Yeah.
have to show Zelda, but other than that, they don't have anything to show yet.
I was
so-
talking to Snowman before this, and I threw out, because you said October, you think they'll show the next. I thought
Just a
that they're going to
prediction,
show it. Yeah, I think they're going to show it at the Tokyo Game Show. That's like
Yeah.
well, from what I understand, the big E3 of Japan, and that's the end of
makes
September.
sense. Yeah.
So I think that's a good
makes
time
sense.
frame right there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So-
or like kind of a Ghost World thing, like back in the day. You remember Ghost World, and that's where they showed off the GameCube and that
Oh,
Legend of
okay.
Zelda demo back in
Wow.
the day, and they haven't
nice.
done that in a long, long time. But they might have an event like that. I mean, I don't. They shouldn't have a direct to announce a console. I don't think, because
Yeah.
from the sound of it, they're really, really going to have to sell this. And I don't think a direct is going to sell a console.
I don't think so either. They're gonna have it there for people to like, physically see.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard it's supposed to be stronger than the PS4, so I mean, if it is, then that's finally Nintendo. Good job catching up to the race.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, it should be.
There,
it's been 4 years since the PS4's been out.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, because I was thinking like if Nintendo like that's good that they're passing the PS4 because the Wii exploded and everyone's like, oh my gosh, the Wii remote was awesome, but like people like kids nowadays like they like those graphics, the power, the super
games.
realistic.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's all about like Call of Duty, Battlefield. I know like majority of people that I know will play that. So I'm like, if Nintendo wants to get in that race, they're gonna have to do something just as powerful.
They need to realize their audience is getting. It may not be true. I don't know if the numbers predict this, but as far as like us three in this podcast right now, we're all in our late 20s, right? I mean, their audience is growing older because the younger audience isn't connecting with Nintendo. So I think they need to realize that they are shooting for an older audience, not necessarily more mature games, but hey, this is what the older audience wants. These, your 3D Marios and your open world Zeldas and Metroid Prime and stuff like that. I don't know if they're gonna know that because they've always been about kid friendly and family friendly, but I think that the bumping up the power is a good sign. Maybe they're kind of going in the right direction there.
I mean, some of those games, some of their like series, they can't go to a quote unquote adult on that.
No, I'm not saying adult as in like themes, but like
No, I didn't mean like that. I didn't mean like that either. Come on, man. Come on.
Grand Theft Auto Mario.
Yeah, exactly.
Grand Theft Auto Mario. Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, you've seen that robot chicken, driving through. That's exactly what I want in my next Mario game. Man,
I will say
but
for
I
me,
think Kingdom,
sorry,
like Grand Theft Auto.
I feel
Sorry,
like,
I'm just.
I feel a little betrayed just because I just am getting used to my Wii U, and I'm still getting over the fact that that's ending. And I mean, at least we kind of have like a window now. I have time where I can say goodbye, get my cuddles and kisses in, and just put it in the grave. But I feel like, I mean, since it's a shorter cycle, and then obviously they do need to catch up and everything, they're kind of like on the in-between where the Wii U came out before PS4 and all that. So it was like, at the time it was good, and then came the new console, so it's like, oh, well, now it's old. And I feel like the same thing might happen, right? Where they'll release NX, and it'll be good at the time, then new consoles will come.
Look, I think that they just try to jump ahead of the competition because the Wii U, there's no way it holds up to the Xbox One or the PS4.
Right.
I think that's why they tried to put that out early so people would buy it. But I think a lot of people might have been turned off by that second screen.
Yeah,
a lot of people are like, I don't know about that.
And I mean, I think if it didn't feel like a Hasbro toy, and if it actually had good range, I think they might have something there. Because I do like just kind of, I don't want to mess with the TV because I got all these damn wires everywhere. I just want to turn the screen on and play Smash Bros. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So I get that because I mean even PlayStation has remote play. With the Vita, every PS4 game is backward. So I just hope they don't get too gimmicky with the NX. Which
have you seen the rumors for that controller?
Yeah, I hear
the whole controller is like a screen. Well, there's patents too.
Yeah,
for them. So I don't know. I'm not sure if those were like the fakes were based off with the patent.
the fakes
so
were
that's
based
what it
off
was.
the patents. Yeah.
So I'm not sure if that patent's actually what they're going with, but if they are, man, I'm like, they're basically doing the same thing that we use, right? Just a giant screen on a big controller.
Yeah, we don't know yet, but at least seeing their recent ventures, everyone's hoping that it won't be gimmicky, but everyone's, I think, expecting it to have some sort of gimmick.
Yeah, I mean,
My
that's kind
question
of is their gimmick.
Yeah.
Exactly.
My question is, what console? What will the Zelda Wii U be running on at E3? Will it be running on the NX or Wii U?
I mean, I would assume Wii U.
What? Yeah,
I would
unless
too,
they secretly make it an X and they make the Wii U look really good. Because I mean, I don't
it's like
understand
an
why
NX,
they're even like releasing
encased in a Wii U. Like it's just a cover.
because
a Wii U cover
they
over
have
the
to know. They have to know that most people are going to buy it on the NX.
on X. Yeah, I mean, why would you even like do a dual release? You know,
I mean, I understand.
Everyone's
going to
move on.
Yeah. And the people who are going to buy it are going to buy it on the NX. I mean, I understand, kids and parents, and they still have the Wii U. They don't want to go up, but man, it's just. So I'd assume at E3 they're going to explain probably the mechanics of it, the open worldness. Maybe, I mean maybe an exact release date. Hopefully. Well, I guess they wouldn't do that then. I guess they would do that when they reveal the NX.
I'm assuming
right?
March. I've heard March.
Yeah, I guess when it comes out. It's probably going to be dual release.
Title.
Yeah, that's true.
It will be weird because they'll talk about Zelda, but they'll have to avoid any talk about NX Zelda.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's so weird.
Like, in my mind, hearing this, that they're only doing Zelda and that's it. NX isn't ready to show yet. I feel like E3 would have been a perfect place to do an NX show. But, and if it's not ready, it's not ready. And I get that. They shouldn't rush something out for a conference.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because like you were saying, they can make their own time later to show when it's ready. But it'll be interesting to be like, so here's Zelda, and you'll be able to. Oh well, I can't talk about that yet because that's going to be an NX version. But
yeah.
It's like, here's our one game we brought, but we can't talk about it.
So how is this gonna control on the? Well, we can't.
Just
look at your gamepad.
So
it's gonna be weird.
I don't know how it's gonna look.
So I guess there's your answer. It's gonna be on the Wii U because they're gonna be holding a gamepad, right?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I'd assume maybe that Pokemon Sun and Moon they might have it playable on the show floor.
Dude, that'd be sweet.
Yeah.
They're supposed to actually show something.
Yeah, there's something
in Japan tomorrow, like 7 a.m. my time. So I'll be waking up to it.
Yeah.
Some people wake up to coffee. I wake up to Pokemon.
There we go.
It's a good time.
I love Pokemon. I actually played the X and Y. Like I played a Pokemon since Red, Blue, and Yellow, and I played X and Y and when it came out. And man, it's still fun. It's really. Yeah. I didn't think I was gonna get into it because it was such a long period of time, but I'm like, no, this is still good. Still good. Good job, Nintendo.
Yeah, and I'm really looking forward to Sun and Moon, and I really just want to get Sun so I can say praise the sun. And you guys know what that means.
I just love that it's Pokemon S&M. That's my new favorite thing.
Oh, I didn't even realize that.
Yeah, like who didn't realize that in PR? Oh crap, we need to at least call it Moon and Sun or something.
Maybe they don't understand that, and maybe that's a thing there.
So I think we need to move on just for time's sake, because we got to reach everybody. But I guess just final thing, you guys do think that's it? It's going to be Zelda, no surprises?
Well, are we making bold predictions
I guess
later
so.
on? What are we doing?
Give me a bold Nintendo prediction.
Now or later. I was going to make a really bold prediction. I don't think it's going to happen, but I kind of want it to because I feel it's like my Smash Brothers wasn't fulfilled. You can see where I'm going with this. One more possible DLC. Possibly two. Okay. Because they if you look at the roster when it's all complete, it's like the top half of the pictures are like bigger and the bottom half are smaller. So they could cram two more in those rows and then they would all be the same size. And plus I've heard that it's supposed to be releasing like an export. So I'm like, well, they could always say, hey, two more characters available in March with sense. The NX.
Yeah. Ooh. Interesting.
That's my bold prediction. I don't know. I bet you the comment section right now is like, this guy's an idiot. Why'd you bring him on the podcast? Smash Bros. Is over. R.I.P. Smash 4.
As long as it's Shovel Knight and King K. Rool, then I'll be okay.
Oh, yeah, that'd be cool.
Oh, God.
I know. I've mixed feelings about Shovel Knight. I like him, but I'm like, is he Smash Bros. Worthy?
Well, yeah.
I mean, the game came out first for the 3DS. I mean, he's definitely a Nintendo.
Yeah.
I think he's more associated with Nintendo than other characters are, like Cloud.
That's weird.
Yeah,
And it ripped me off of my Geno. Freaking Geno from Mario RPG.
Everyone's still like bitter about their character
I am
that they
so
wanted.
salty about that. Yeah, the King K. Rool is a Mii costume too. We're in the same
Right.
club.
Yeah, exactly.
Man. And they came out with an article a little bit after the final DLC and everything. Well, quote unquote final, if I'm right. They said that he was really thinking about putting Geno in there. So like that was like more salt in the wound.
Yeah,
but they went with Cloud instead because they're both owned by Square. I was like, I was so close.
Yeah,
been waiting 20 years for this character.
I have a
dating myself there.
Trey, outlandish
I have a
prediction.
Skyward Sword HD without the motion controls on Wii U is the final hurrah. Because they ported everything else, every other Zelda game to the Wii U.
That's right.
Might as well
That's
just
right,
finish
man.
it out. You know?
They actually, I mean, they've done Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, Wind Waker. Twilight Princess. Holy
Twilight
crap!
Princess.
They've done
Just
like
finish
everything.
it out.
Wow, I didn't
Skyward
even
Sword.
realize that.
Lock of the week.
I want
Give me the air
Ocarina of
horn?
Time on the NX with
Yeah.
Super HD.
Super
I love
HD.
Super HD,
Super
not even high
HD.
definition,
Ba, ba, ba,
but
ba.
high. Oh yes,
Only if they
high,
call it that.
super
if that's the new
super high
title.
definition.
So it's Ocarina of Time Super HD on the new
Super
Nintendo
HD.
NX.
Well, you have to say like Super, maybe Ocarina of Time Super HD NX. There you go.
My outlandish prediction is not going to happen, but it would be awesome if they blindsided everybody and said, "No, we are showing the NX. Here it is. It's ready."
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen.
I don't
man.
think so.
I love
either,
that.
but it'd be cool.
I respect your prediction there.
We're
but
doing outlandish, so I'm going
Yeah,
outlandish.
Yeah, outlandish.
Let's go to our boys Microsoft. What do you think? What do you think's gonna happen with Microsoft? They're, as far as I know, because we're talking about Sony in a bit and like things that are rumored and planned in the future. But has Microsoft announced anything really other than just, hey, we got more games coming?
I've heard rumor of that. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I was gonna say I've heard rumor of the Xbox One Slim, which is obviously just another version of
Yeah,
the Xbox
sure,
One.
sure.
I don't know if it's gonna be cheaper. Like I seriously was thinking about getting an Xbox One when Halo 5 was coming out because I've played all of them and I'm like,
Yeah.
I went PS4 instead because that's where all my friends went and I went there and I'm happy I did. But I really debated getting an Xbox One just for that game. But I was like, man, that's freaking pricey just for one game. So I didn't.
Mm-hmm.
I know. It's crazy. I didn't want to spend $500 for one game.
Right.
So I'm like, Slim, if the Slim is cheaper, that brings me back. Do I go for it again? Do I open that door? There's a game that I'm really looking forward to that is an Xbox One exclusive as well called Scalebound. I'm not sure if you guys have looked into that at all. Oh
I've
my
heard of that
gosh,
one.
I want that game. And that's one that I'll have to revisit. Do I want to get an Xbox One for that game?
And they're totally going to
Looks
be talking
beautiful.
about that this E3, yeah. Because they said, this E3 it's Scalebound and Recore and Gears of War.
Yeah.
And,
Scalebound, guys.
Yeah.
Looks so good. Have you seen any of that, Snowman? Have you seen any of that?
I think just like very little, but not really.
Oh man, just type it on YouTube, mute your audio, and just watch.
I was gonna say,
Be
you guys
amazed.
talk for a bit. I'll look at the trailer.
Dude.
All right.
Oh, it's cool, man. It looks awesome.
Trey,
That's one that I would definitely like keep on my radar.
Trey, were you gonna say
Kind
there
of
was
reminds
something
me
you
of.
heard?
Well, Scalebound kind of reminds me of Sunset Overdrive for some reason. Just kind of that kind of punky, kind of weird vibe to it. It looks cool. I heard that just like how Sony zigs, Microsoft zags, that they're gonna have a Xbox 1.5 or some another thing
1.5.
like I heard they're gonna or some extension because I've heard what's the head of Xbox's name? What's that guy's name?
Phil Spencer?
Phil Spencer has said that they are looking into upgrading the Xbox One, but through like how you would upgrade a PC rather than
That's
a new
interesting.
console. So I think they might talk about that because that's kind of been the thing with Sony. So maybe that's a thing. I also think that we're gonna hear about Fallout 4's
DLC?
not DLC because that's already been coming out, but they
Oh, is
said
that
that
out now?
mods,
I'm behind on
mods.
the times.
Oh yeah, all
man.
that's out, yeah. So
I was looking
think
forward
they'll-
to mods.
Yeah, me too. Because I think because they say it's going to come out on Xbox One before PS4, but I assume it's going to be pretty, they're going to be pretty close together. So
Yeah.
I bet you we get, more Fallout 4 DLC or just mod stuff.
Yeah.
Gears of War, that'll be big for Microsoft. Probably more indies, like Cuphead. We still haven't really seen much.
I want to
on
hear
that.
about Cuphead for sure.
Yeah.
I think a big thing we'll see this year in general will be a lot of VR too.
Yeah,
A
definitely.
lot of VR.
Yeah,
They got
Everyone and their mama's bringing their VR to E3.
that's true.
and they're more Oculus, right? They're kind of more in bed with Oculus. Microsoft is correct.
It's a nice way to put it.
yeah.
Well, I mean
would say
that's
so.
just that's just a term.
Yeah. Don't they have a thing called the HoloLens? Who's the HoloLens?
Yeah, the HoloLens. Yeah, that's Microsoft
that-
too, but that's not really. That almost seems like Minority Report shit right there. I don't even know if that's even
Yeah.
VR.
It looks pretty cool though.
Yeah, it
I'm not
does.
gonna lie. It looks pretty sweet.
It looks really cool. So yeah, they're definitely going to be showing VR stuff. That's going to be huge.
Was I also correct in thinking that in the Battlefield 1 trailer, Xbox had some exclusive stuff for that?
Maybe.
I think at the
You
end
might
they
see
were
it
like,
there.
play it first on Xbox One.
Yeah, because I think Sony is now all up in it with Call of Duty. So you're probably going to
Which
see
is
Battlefield
which is
stuff with
weird. I
Sony.
feel like they swapped
It's very
or something.
weird. They did.
Because
I
Call
mean,
of
it's
Duty
weird
used
because
to be all about Xbox.
it is, and it still is. Most people play it on Xbox.
Right.
So actually, it's sold better on Xbox.
Yeah.
It's really weird.
Yeah.
Really weird. But I mean, that's it's business. So you gotta get those deals.
Well,
man.
those consoles are good for that. I mean, it's always been that
Yeah.
way. I got a 360 to play COD 5 with people. and
Yeah.
all that. So
And it's Sony has Star Wars. They always play the Star Wars commercials, and they say get it on a PS4, and it's on everything else. But if you're just Joe Blow on the street, and you can associate it with you associate it with certain brands.
Mhm.
They do a good job of that. So I mean, I don't know about you guys, but Microsoft for me has always been the kind of I'm not too on. I don't know too much of what's going on with them. I don't know too much about their second party, their first party studios. I mean, we just got Halo and the Tomb Raider deal, but I mean, maybe Rare's game it's probably gonna be talking about more Rare's game.
Yeah, we might hear more about that.
The pirate MMO.
Which one I would say? The pirate or I was gonna say ukulele, but that's old Rare.
Oh yeah,
right.
That's,
Yeah.
That's not Rare. Yeah.
That's,
Yeah, it's not Rare anymore.
Independent. What's it called? It's pirate. It's something pirate.
Pirates.
Yeah, it's like a pirate MMO or something.
Yeah.
It's called Pirate MMO.
If I did play that game and it does have voice chat, I will probably just try using a pirate voice the whole time. I will call myself the Woody Crew. Like, Yar, join the Woody Crew. We're looking for the Woody Booty.
The Woody Booty. That's awesome.
The Woody Booty. Yar.
Woody Booty.
That would be awesome. And then people would probably just go ahead and kill me.
Microsoft, in my opinion, always feels like they kind of play it safe. Like it's always just kind of, here's what we got coming. Here's some games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's always sort of, I mean, Phil Spencer's been doing a good job, and they're not, they've always, I wouldn't say they're trying to one up Sony, but they definitely are trying ways to be like, hey, we've had, the whole reveal of the Xbox One was a debacle, and now we're going to make good on that. Like last year they announced backwards compatibility. So there might be do something like
little
that.
things
where,
like that, yeah.
Yeah, like, hey, we're going to do this thing that Sony doesn't do.
Well, I like that analogy.
We're sorry.
That they zig and zag because
Yeah.
they truly are the competition with each other. Nintendo kind of
Yeah,
just does
Nintendo is
their own
like the
thing.
bystander.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's funny because they all Nintendo's like, they're like the two warring like brothers, and Nintendo's like their kind of mentally challenged little brother that, man, they want him to do well, but they always try to be nice to him, and hey, you're good for games, you're good for everyone, and it's just, man, well, I don't know what to do with
It's
them.
like the cousin they see at
I didn't mean
Thanksgiving once a year.
sorry if that was a little offensive. But you get it. Like Asperger's syndrome. That's like that. Not like, I'm just taking
Poor
a whole
Nintendo. Now I feel really bad for Nintendo. And I just want to help them.
Oh,
help 'em
jeez.
out.
Poor guys.
Will you donate $1 to help a dying Nintendo?
Oh, yes. Take all my money. Throwing my money at the screen right now.
Any wild predictions for Microsoft?
I don't really know what's going on with Microsoft
me
enough
either.
to make a bold prediction.
I feel the same way.
Man, I don't know. If I have to make a prediction about something, new Banjo-Kazooie.
There you go.
That's rare.
To rival
Microsoft.
Yuka. Could you imagine if
Yeah.
they hear ukulele and they
Dude.
go, let's get our current Rare team rival Banjo since we still have the rights. Holy crap.
Yeah. Then that would be like a showdown, man. That's
Seriously.
like if Capcom wants to bring back Mega Man to take on Mighty Number 5 or whatever they're called. But they will
I don't
never
even remember. I don't even
they
think
will
that game's
never
coming out ever.
bring
No,
back
Mighty
Mega Man.
Number
They'll
Delay.
never bring back Mega Man. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
I love Mega Man.
Yeah.
Nintendo brought him back before Capcom did.
Yeah.
That's true.
Poor guy. Hey, here's a game. We're making a Mega Man game. Psych. Ugh.
My
Break
bold
Horse kind of a Mega Man game.
bold Microsoft prediction. Xbox handheld.
Oh, snap. They're moving into the handheld.
Because I'm just kidding. Because we're going outlandish.
They're
and things
handheld
will
world.
never happen.
Everyone's got a
15
handheld
years
now.
late.
Yeah,
on
exactly.
that. My bold prediction is Halo Online. Bum, 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 bum.
What?
I don't know.
We're so just
Multiplayer?
pulling these out of our butt right now. You can totally tell.
I was going to say, do you guys think there's going to be anything Halo? Because when did Halo come out? Last
maybe.
year? When
Yeah.
did it come out? Was it last year?
It
So
came out
are
last
we
year, yeah.
overdue? Is there a little teaser? A little
They
like
gotta have
30-second
some
teaser?
kind of DLC.
Something.
Halo 6?
Maybe
Weren't they doing
maybe
like
they
a...
have
Oh, no, they
teaser.
did that. So, yeah.
I
There
could
you
see them
go.
having a
Microsoft.
teaser. Yeah.
Maybe if they sell that handheld with the holographic Cortana, that will sell out like crazy.
Yeah.
Like, oh, Cortana. I'll buy that.
VR Cortana things just go through.
VR
the roof.
Cortana.
Yeah, I think we're all kind of on that same page. It's like Xbox, yeah, it's there. Cool.
Yeah, I don't have one, so I don't really follow
yeah,
anything.
I don't either.
I mean,
Trey,
I used to be a big 360 guy. I used to like fight for 360 versus PS3.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
during the whole PS4 Xbox One thing, like PS4 sold me. Xbox One made me go, okay, I don't know about that.
You know what's funny?
So-
I'm the same way.
So now I'm all PS4.
I've kind of flip flopped. I had a PS2, a 360, and then a PS4. I kind of like went back and forth, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I own both because I won an Xbox One, and I haven't really even touched my Xbox One. I usually just stick with the PS4.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's a long story, but I never liked anything. I liked Nintendo, and that was it. And then I kind of budged and got a PlayStation 2 because I liked some of the games like Final Fantasy and Ratchet and Clank, and then just I just kind of grew up to be a PlayStation and Nintendo guy, and I always just didn't like Microsoft, even though I did eventually buy an Xbox and I really liked Halo. But yeah, I've never really had a connection with Xbox like I do Sony or Nintendo. But I still like them. I still want them to do well. I think it's important that both Microsoft and Sony do well and compete with each other.
It's
and
also
Nintendo too, or else
it's the newest, right? Like Xbox is the newest even more than Sony, so it doesn't
by a few
have
weeks,
those
but
roots. Well, I mean, like
I know what you're saying. Yeah, it totally is.
PS1
It
versus
doesn't have-
Xbox came out next generation.
Right. It doesn't have 20, 30 years
Yeah.
of history.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
they do.
On to Sony.
All right.
Let's talk Sony. Give me the 2 cents. What's Sony
Okay.
gonna do?
I have like a list of games from Sony that I'm expecting to be seen, and I'm really looking forward to. Should I just go through those games?
Give
or
it
what?
to us, sure. Yeah.
Sure.
All right, the first game, the biggest game that I'm really looking forward to from Sony this year. Technically, it's not really Sony, but this one's gonna be at Sony's presentation, I would assume. Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not sure if you guys are Kingdom Hearts fans, but yes, please. I've been waiting for that game for a long time.
Do you think they'll give it a release date?
Oh, I hope so. Man,
They
keep on showing stuff, but they don't give a date.
No.
It's been in development for a long time and kind of just on the
Yeah,
back
yeah.
burner, just sitting there.
Yeah, I know, man. It's killing me.
I mean, real talk. Like, I bought a PS4 about a month or so ago to play Bloodborne, and I got a couple other games. But realistically, it was for Kingdom Hearts 3. So,
well,
it's like an
yeah.
investment.
Well, hopefully they don't just put out their new version of that PS4.5, and gotta get that now.
I want to talk about that, but go through your list first, and then we'll talk.
Okay, so my list. It's a lot of Square games, actually. I'm looking at my list. Final Fantasy 15.
Yeah, sure.
That game looks fantastic. It looks great. Any more Final Fantasy 7 remakes? Their episodic thing, because I guess they're not doing the whole game. They're doing like episodes.
Maybe which like 3 parts.
Yeah, it's cool. I guess that gets them out quicker. I don't know. But and then another game, an indie game I'm looking forward to is No Man's Sky.
Yeah, that's great. I can't wait.
Yeah, man. Only thing I wish that game had was when does it come out in June? Is it before
like the
or
first
after?
week or second week? It comes out like a week or two after E3.
It might. Okay, so it's either going to be out like right before E3 or right after E3.
Oh no, right after E3.
Okay, but the only thing I wish that game did have was online. Like I was a little bummed when I heard it didn't have online, but I get it because it looks like it's such a huge game.
Yeah.
But also since it is so huge, you could do that online. Or at least have someone join your party or whatever, jump in your server or something.
Yeah. I think that's kind of the point of the game is
you're just by yourself.
I think it's somewhat online. Which I mean, I'm not saying that's right. You know, I'm not saying you can't have that opinion because I definitely do wish you can maybe. It'd be more like, hey, join your friends and hey, I found this planet. I found this planet. That'd be really cool. I wish you could do that. And I guess that's not what they want to do. But that would be awesome.
That doesn't take away that I'm not looking forward to that game. That game looks fantastic. Looks great.
That surprises
I'll probably fly around
me,
in space for a long time.
I think going
especially,
in, I just kind of always thought it was going to be an online thing. I felt like
that's what I thought too.
Yeah.
And I was actually talking to my wife. I was talking to my wife about this game. I'm like, this game looks awesome. Yeah. She's like, oh, it looks so cool. I'm like, it goes online and stuff. And I looked it up and I'm like, oh, crap. It doesn't go online.
Because it's so big. Huh.
Yeah. It's online in the fact that you can discover planets that other people have discovered and see their mark and stuff. But it's so big that that chance is very rare, I think. But you know what? You know the internet. It's not going to be very rare. They're going to figure it out.
Interesting.
It's coming out June 21st.
June 21st. Okay, so that's that is a week after E3.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Interesting.
It's gonna be very interesting.
So that was just my short list. Off the top of my head, I was like, those ones.
Final Fantasy.
Looking
absolutely.
forward to all those.
Like I think we'll see more of that. Maybe both of them.
Yeah. Did that get a release date? I thought it was September.
Yeah,
or something.
It did in September. Yeah, sometime.
Okay,
September.
sweet.
Yeah.
Sweet. But Kingdom Hearts 3, that's the one that needs a release date. And I'm hoping it's at least this year.
Yeah.
They can't pull another Scalebound. Like, I was looking forward to Scalebound. I know we talked about it a little while ago, but bringing that back, like, that was supposed to come out this year. And I was thinking, that's why I was like, I gotta get an Xbox One for that game. Then they pushed it back to next year. So I'm like, ugh.
I bet you'll get a cheaper Xbox pretty soon.
Yeah,
you know?
Maybe I can find an Xbox One Slim used. Super cheap.
Yeah.
I guess before we talk about maybe PSVR or PS4.5K, I think God of War will be released, the new one, which is going to be Norse mythology. Are you fans of God of War?
Is there a new?
I've actually never played. I've actually never played a single God of War.
Yeah, they've what
would this be? Like God of War 6, 5?
Norse. God of War 4, but it would be Norse mythology. And they have artwork and stuff about it. Like it's been pretty much revealed.
Okay.
So I don't know. I've not played a God of War game either. I've seen people play it. It looks fun.
We're all on that boat. I've very briefly played, not very much at all.
Yeah. I guarantee Last Guardian will get a release date. It needs to. It needs to come out this year.
Gosh,
it's a freaking joke.
It's so funny because it came back and everyone's like, "Yeah," but I forgot about it, dude. Like it's you know.
It was a weird E3 last year. It was a lot of just like, "Hey, you remember this thing? We're gonna do it, but it won't be for a few years."
Yeah, like a lot of announcements and not tangible things. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I think we might see Sucker Punch's game, whatever they're working on. They Sucker Punch is the studio that did Infamous. And Infamous Second Son. There's rumors that they're doing a Spider-Man game, which would be kind of cool. So a little thing to chew on, maybe. I don't know. I like Sucker Punch. I loved Infamous 2, Infamous Second Son. So Horizon Zero Dawn will probably get a release date. That was that really cool. Like it was like post-apocalyptic. where it's like cavemen, but it's in the future, you know, because we really can't go anywhere else. So we just have to go all the way there. And it's a bunch of robot dinosaurs and animals, and it looks really
wrong
cool.
with that.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that at all. That's awesome. That's an 80s wet dream right there. And so that's probably get a release date. We'll probably see a lot more about Horizon Zero Dawn, No Man's Sky wrote. Maybe stuff with Uncharted 4, because, I mean, Uncharted 4 is coming out tonight.
Tomorrow. Oh, yeah,
Tomorrow,
tonight.
Yeah.
Whatever it is,
And,
man. I was just getting ready to say, since Uncharted is done, that's out tomorrow. I think, do you think they'll show anything of Last of Us 2?
I don't think it's in development. It might be. I mean, they had 2 studios doing Uncharted 3 and The Last of Us.
Yeah,
so
they did. Oh,
who knows?
Yeah, totally. That could happen.
We could maybe see, maybe like a logo, and you see, I don't know, maybe something.
At least something.
Yeah.
Let's talk.
Did you guys play that game?
Yes.
Game is great.
Mm-hmm.
So that was one of my favorites.
Yeah. I probably won't get 4 at launch, but I do want to get it eventually because I'm a fan of the series.
Oh yeah.
Uncharted 4?
Yeah.
Yeah. We talked about this in the chat.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't want to get too crazy, but I mean it feels like
through one.
Yeah, it feels like when the last Harry Potter book came out. Like, that's how I feel about this game. It's like, I love the gameplay. I love when Fallout 4 was coming out, I was excited for playing it. Like this game, I'm excited for experiencing it and seeing the story unfold. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, it's
so,
really.
How about this? Here, what's your bold prediction on Nathan Drake's Dead or Alive end of the game?
Oh man.
At the end,
on record right now,
they're gonna pull a Dark Knight Rises, and you think he's dead, but
you think he dies?
He's alive. He's chilling with a few monkeys on an island somewhere. Maybe.
Well, actually, it's Donkey Kong. Yeah, that's what.
Oh, there you go.
Donkey Kong. They're crossing.
He's chilling with Crash Bandicoot.
Sully nods to him from across the diner.
Yeah, exactly. And there's just there's Donkey Kong and Crash Bandicoot sitting next to him. He nods back.
That's great.
That's amazing. I'd pay for
banana.
That. I want that.
So
Hey! So, Vuvuzelas.
For a second there, I thought you were yelling at me. I'm like, what did I do?
Let's touch 4.5, because honestly, I've only heard just very little things about it, like rumors, and what does that even mean? I don't know.
Man, I don't even know.
It's supposed to be. I think the main function of it is to run VR better.
Okay.
So you don't have to have that little box, but it's supposed to up the frame rate, up the resolution, up, just kind of give it a polish, sort of like how PCs are. And all the PC people are going to be yelling at me like, you don't know how a PC works. I don't.
Well, I thought I had heard 4K, like they're going to 4K.
Yeah, it's going to be compatible with 4K TVs.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that basically means I have to upgrade. I have to buy a PS4.5 if I want to play with all this better stuff.
No, because here's the thing: is they say, which is weird, it's very counterproductive for the companies, that every game released from now on will have to play. Yeah, we'll have to play on both. It's not going to be like Nintendo 3DS where some games won't play on the other consoles. You'll just get maybe a better version of that game on the PS4K. So, like, let's say The Last of Us 2 comes out, and you can buy that on the PS4 or the PS4K. PS4K will run better, but it will run faster, but you can still play the same game on PS4. Which begs the question, why not just wait 5 years and release another console? But,
the whole thing is just interesting. I think we're all learning just about technology and how fast it moves, and they're trying to keep up
so quick,
and we'll see if it's beneficial or not for them, because you gotta weigh, like, do you need that much more processing power, or are people just not gonna buy it because it's so soon and I can't afford another console? And we don't know yet. Like, that's all still so new.
Yeah, and it's still rumors and speculation. We don't know exactly what it is. They haven't given their spin on it yet. But it just seems weird. It seems counterproductive, because if it doesn't have exclusives, then, I mean, you're just kind of upping the res, and people who want that are going to buy it. But I guess maybe that's what they're doing it for. And then the PSVR aspect of it, like, hey, you want this machine for PSVR? I mean, you can still buy the box, maybe they skew it that way. Like, hey, the PSVR is cheaper with the PS4K. I don't know. It's gonna be really weird. It's gonna be interesting to see how they spin that. And I mean, PSVR, they had that announcement, and I'm interested to see if they get any exclusive or like actual like big budget games for the VR this year, or if they announce anything. Because I know they had that they're having a Battlefront, some kind of Star Wars Battlefront thing for it, like for the PSVR.
Do you think they announce anything about 4.5 at E3?
Oh yeah, they have to talk about it. They have to.
I think Microsoft and Sony are both going to talk about their 0.5s or whatever they're going to call it.
Mm-hmm.
What's funny, you're talking about the VR, because I had flashbacks to a few years ago when everything was motion controls, you know?
Yeah.
And we had the Kinect and the PS Move and everything, and I don't know, but I'm wondering if it's going to be similar, where VR, man, VR is the future, and then...
See, I don't mean to be crass here, but I think a lot of these new technologies, I think a lot of them are do well determining on the adult film industry, like DVDs. DVDs, they succeeded because of adult films, and I think it's weird, but I think PSVR or just VR in general they have a chance to tap into that market, and I think that could determine.
So...
Like, dude, my radio station, they talk about VR all the time, but they're not talking about games. They're talking about adult films on PSVR.
Jeez.
So, or just VR.
Like, it's,
so, I mean,
it's sad, but like you're right. Like, you know.
I think that could determine whether these things are successful or not. Because I mean, motion controls was a gimmick, but I think VR. Have you guys tried a VR headset yet?
No, I have not.
To try one.
Yeah. They have a kiosk at my GameStop for the Vive, and I mean, I tried it, and it's really cool. You get that like weird, like, it was like I almost felt like I was in a dentist, and I just got what's it called, laughing gas, just that sort of like out of body experience.
Right.
Yeah.
When you first get in it, and it's pretty interesting.
That's what someone else said too. Just it's very realistic.
Out of body.
I've seen a video of someone with the VR on, and like they were just staying there, and they looked down at their legs, and for some reason, like when they sat down in the game, their legs like just they gave out, and they just like flopped.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Like their brain thought that was actually their legs or something weird.
Yeah. It's
pretty amusing.
Yeah.
Wow.
But I think I bring that up because I think, you know, who knows what's going to come out on top? Probably maybe Oculus, maybe the Vive, maybe PSVR. But I think there are more uses for it than just games.
That's
whereas
true.
I think motion controls it was just games. And I think, you know, for PSV or any VR system, it's going to be adult films, but it could also be museums and tours. And hey, we're going to take you on a trip to, you know, the Amazon rainforest. And so I think there's a lot of uses for it. So I don't see it going away because I think there's more. It's not just about video games. It's about a lot of things.
It's also.
But I see where you're coming from though, because
also...
I think a lot of the games they present now are kind of gimmicky. It's like, hey, shoot this and look at this and do this.
It's still new. There's two things, because it's still very new, but also they're gonna have to go over the hurdle of people in the 80s just thinking VR was so stupid. You know?
Yeah.
Like, there's still people that I talk to about it that aren't really into gaming and are like, oh, like that really stupid stuff in the arcades in the 80s with the massive...
Yeah. That virtual boy?
Right. Or like the massive headsets and stuff. And so I think they're going to have to really sell that it's not that to a wider market.
And I think the kiosks are a good idea.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, if they have those in malls and stores, Best Buys and GameStops and, you know, your Funko Lands and all that, then I don't think those exist anymore. But yes, I think it's a good deal because I mean I just walked in there. I'm like, hey, I want to try this, and they give you a little demo, and it's like, wow, that's really cool.
Yeah, that is a good idea, just to experience it, because that's what I've heard is you have to experience it. You can't really understand it.
You really do,
just by looking. Yeah.
So I mean, I think Sony they I don't think they're going to spend too much time on their console. Because they never do. You always think they're going to, but they always end up talking about games. which is good.
I was gonna say, which is
you know,
good.
I mean, we're all here for games, you know. But
Yeah.
so I don't know how much time they're gonna spend on it because they also have the PlayStation Experience coming in December. So I mean, I don't know. Who knows? Yeah, that's the thing about E3 is just it's sort of not becoming unnecessary, but just kind of becoming another trade show. It's not. There's so many other shows out there that they can announce things at, like GDC and PAX and you know, PlayStation Experience, and Nintendo has their directs, that it's kind of becoming, you know, just one of the other shows, and it's not as big, even though it's still, the name I think still holds weight. It's not as big as it used to be.
Yeah.
Which you know, so I think, you know, it's, who knows really what they're gonna focus on, Sony.
Mr. Wooten, do you have a outlandish PS prediction?
Outlandish prediction. I think I heard Trey briefly throw a cameo in there earlier, but I think we will see the return of Crash Bandicoot.
God damn, you stole one.
Hey, we can clap on that prediction.
Right. Yeah, nice.
Okay. We'll collab on that prediction. Yeah.
Return of Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah, I think it's time.
It's so much time. We need Crash.
But hopefully they
not
do.
by Naughty Dog.
Do it
Naughty
justice.
Dog's not going to do it. Yeah.
Yeah, it won't be Naughty Dog. I don't even think Naughty Dog owns them anymore.
It's
Doesn't
Activision
Sony actually own him?
Yeah.
Activision does?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I thought it was straight up just Sony bought them.
I know
No,
for a while
Activision.
Traveler's Tales did Crash Bandicoot games
Oh, yeah?
after Naughty Dog didn't anymore.
Oh yeah, Traveler's Tales. Didn't they do like Spyro too?
I don't remember. I know I'd seen them in other games,
can't
but I don't
remember, man.
remember. I think mine is we'll get an announcement for Final Fantasy 16.
Already?
Good God.
Because didn't they do that with like
Bears.
15? Didn't they or it was one where they ushered out another one?
Yeah, I remember that, man. It was like maybe it was their online or something. Like not the Final Fantasy whatever is the online one, but when it was Final Fantasy, is it 11? Is that the online one?
I was trying to remember, but
There's one of them
I
that
think it
I
was
thought
12 or
online.
13, right?
there was
12?
there was one where
I can't remember.
where they announced two
Or are
so
they gonna?
close together.
Maybe they'll announce Final Fantasy 15 too.
God.
because we all need that in our lives.
Yeah,
Jeez. All right, for the sake of time,
that's a good prediction.
let's move on. Let's go to Ubisoft
All right.
and kind of just
Ubisoft.
quickly go through the rest of the ones we got here. Ubisoft.
Well, they got a Just Dance if you're into that.
They got the
Yeah,
South
yeah.
Park, the Fractured But Whole.
That's right. Yeah, I know.
Dude, I'm excited for that. I had so much fun with the Stick of Truth. I'm really excited for that South Park game. I don't know if you guys are.
I'm just getting.
I think
I'm just getting over the name. It's amazing.
It is. It's a great name.
I think we're gonna see, of course, another Assassin's Creed.
They're actually taking a break this year.
They are?
Yeah.
I missed
they're
that
taking
headline.
Yeah,
They're
that
taking a break
surprises
this
me.
year, and I think they're going to shoot for next year. And I hear it's going to be ancient Egypt, and they're going to try to.
Oh, man, I want feudal Japan so bad.
Yeah. I know everyone wants that.
Ugh.
But they're going to try to do a thing where it's going to be like a trilogy of ancient Egypt, Greece, and Rome, and tie it into like tie it into the crucifixion of Christ or something. I
Oh,
hear
jeez.
Gotcha.
that would be awesome.
Man, that they might face some backlash.
No,
backlash with that
yeah,
one.
I don't want to partake in that. I don't need to partake in that. But like, if that's the background of it,
Well, they,
you know,
they
like,
put their thing at the beginning saying like we aren't like, we don't was it like by any tie like we're not connected with any religious blah, blah,
Right,
blah, or
right,
peoples or persons
Yeah.
that kind of stuff. So they kind of put their disclaimer in there.
yeah, and I'm saying more of a story background, not that you're participating in that. I don't think that would be very very good, but that would be sticky waters. But I think like
Yeah, it would
in
be.
that background of hey, there's this prophet, that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
I hear Watch Dogs 2 is going to be released or announced.
Oh,
I saw
Yeah,
a thing
that's
for
nice.
it like the other
Yeah.
day, a little teaser.
Yeah, Watch Dogs 2, which I didn't play Watch Dogs 1. I was going to until like I saw the reviews and I'm like, oh wait a minute, I don't know if I want to play this.
my favorite part of that game was just getting in the car and just driving, like trying to
Yeah.
do the little boat bridges. When they go up, trying to like ramp off, and dude, that was the best
Yeah.
part.
Yeah.
That's why I play Grand Theft Auto too.
Yeah.
I just get in a car and I just drive
yeah.
around, crash as many people as possible, and all that.
That's what I do with Grand Theft Auto 5, man. That's just
Yeah.
I tell you, like, anytime I'm in traffic, I'm like, I just want to play Grand Theft Auto 5 and just smash into cars because I don't want to do this. Yeah, I mean,
I want to see more.
Ubisoft.
What's there to say?
I want to see more indies.
Any Rayman?
Yeah, I was just gonna say I want to
do
see
that.
more like indie stuff. Ubisoft has this like subdivision for indie games or
yeah, they
more
do a lot of good stuff.
artsy Rayman-y type stuff. Was it like Uba Art? They have like a subdivision that did Rayman, but like they also did Grow Home, which was like just like their own team.
that.
Oh,
and they
that game
just
was
did an
great.
indie game just cause
That was
They did
fun.
Bravely
you guys ever
Second.
played that?
Oh, dude, it's so good. Grow Home.
it just
Yeah.
I haven't played it yet, but I just think it's cool that
Yeah.
a big team like that can say, hey, let's also just do these cool like other things.
Yeah.
I want to see
Yeah.
more of that.
I mean, there's such a massive entity.
Yeah.
Ubisoft is. They got studios everywhere. Yeah, they also did like Bravely Default, right? Or Bravely Second.
Gosh, I don't know.
I want to say that.
That's Square.
Okay, I'm sorry, I'm wrong there. They did another game, Child of Light. That's what I'm thinking of. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Getting my Japanese RPGs mixed up. Sorry. I guess it's not really a Japanese RPG.
It's cool, man.
but I'm gonna get killed.
I would just like to see more indies from them because I think. It's
Oh,
just,
I know we
yeah.
didn't talk about this. Can I take it back to like the first segment real quick?
Yeah.
I just thought this popped in my head. Nintendo Mobile. They announced
Oh,
Fire
yeah.
Emblem and Animal Crossing.
Oh yeah,
And one more thing I felt.
that's right.
They did.
Or
And
anyone?
now if people mention that in the comments that we didn't talk about Nintendo Mobile, we can
covered.
prove that they didn't listen to it. You didn't listen
right.
to the whole podcast.
Got him.
That's right.
Got
We
him.
got it.
You got
We
him.
got
Hey,
ya.
hey, I'm here to help you. That's why I'm here. You know,
Yeah.
I'm trying to get your audience retention up. That's what I have to do.
Yep, I
I'm trying to
appreciate
help
that.
you.
I did.
Yeah, no problem, man.
I did hear that. I talked today on Twitter about how Mitomo just died, and I was like, "This is stupid."
Yeah.
But
I mean, I see. I just don't want to even.
for what?
it
look
didn't
at
die.
I'll say-
I'm just saying.
Okay,
Who cares about
I
Mitomo
just
anymore?
got so scared.
It's just.
do.
I'm glad to see them do more mobile stuff.
He's more so just a figurehead right now, though.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean I don't want to meet him at some point.
What?
I'm so depressed now.
Wait, who?
Oh, who are you talking about?
Wait, I thought you just said Miyamoto was dead.
Oh
not
no,
really dead.
Mitomo, the mobile game.
Mitomo, the app.
Oh, see, your mic kind of cut out on me, and I heard you say something about Miyamoto's dead.
No, damn.
Man,
Oh my
that's gonna be
gosh.
nice to hear. That's gonna be nice to hear back when I can hear all the audio.
Yeah,
That's great.
This is live.
You were really
folks.
worried.
You're just hearing the awesome.
I was so worried.
That's hilarious.
Do I need to like take a plane flight? Do I need to take off work or what do I
Yeah,
gotta do?
yeah, man.
Well, you're like, yeah,
You know
you're
why? I
like,
need some.
I'd love to talk to him. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Oh, that was so funny.
I know you guys were so silent. I was like, what did I say something?
Well, there was like a brief moment of me just trying to go along with it, like assuming I knew what you were talking about. but-
Yeah, just kind of like okay, let's just get. Wait, what?
Right,
Mobile,
all right.
yes. I'm glad they are.
So you said Mitomo.
Mitomo. I was
Yes.
saying Mitomo's
Alright,
pretty
now
much
I'm on
dead.
board.
People don't care about it.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, I played that maybe for like the first
Yeah,
day, and
seriously.
then I really haven't gone back since.
Yep.
It was fun for the first day, and then it was just kind of like, I'm bored.
Yeah, they didn't really put a lot in that.
Yeah.
It seemed like
I didn't mean to
me-
derail the Ubisoft.
all
Though.
good.
Sorry.
No, that's
I mean, you know.
you're right. That is important. It's their first venture into mobile. I think we'll see better in the future. But they're still not doing what I think they should have done, which is mobile ports of old games.
Yeah. I mean, they've already have like ROMs to play on your phone. I've seen people play Super Mario 64 on their cell phone.
Right,
So,
but
they
I mean like a
should do that.
Nintendo released, on
Yeah.
App Store.
Oh no, I know what you're saying. Yeah, they should do that.
Mario 1 through 3. Give me Mario All Stars on my phone.
Oh,
But
yeah,
that's very. I
that'd
think
be
it's very
really
hard
cool.
to play with a phone with touch control.
It's true, and I
It's so
agree
much
with you,
accuracy.
but people would buy it.
Oh yeah, they buy
Yep.
it.
They buy, yeah.
Like,
They
I
would.
agree.
So many people are probably buying like bootleg versions.
I remember
You know?
Flappy Birds, and I remember like I talked to like friends who bought that. They're like, "Oh, I bought it because it looks like Mario." I'm like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah.
I mean, they'll buy
And
anything.
that,
That's
and
so
that
good.
guy's like, no, man, I didn't copy those Mario pipes.
Yeah, exactly.
Uh-huh. They look
That's what
exactly
everyone
like
thinks.
Mario pipes.
Yep.
Okay.
Good going, man. Sorry, Ubisoft. Yeah, unless you.
Well,
unless
yeah.
we're moving on from that.
Anything else on
'Cause
Ubisoft?
that only-
Tom Clancy will have his name somewhere. That's a lock of the week.
Yeah. Yeah. Might as well.
Tom
I don't have
Clancy,
much.
the game.
I mean, they always have interesting games. So I mean, we'll see.
Yeah.
I'm kind of glad they're not doing Assassin's Creed this year. They've
Well,
kind of learned.
that is relieving to hear. They
Yeah.
get ragged
They
on
get real
for having them
repetitive,
so
man.
often.
It's like the same thing over and over
Right,
again too.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, maybe EA if we're all done with.
Yeah.
Ubisoft.
Oh, okay. EA.
What I think would be cool now, since we're on like the littler guys, let's just do like one more prediction at the end. But let's go
that's
through
fine.
the companies. EA.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't even know anything.
Mass Effect, the new Mass
Yeah.
Effect.
That's gonna be big. Maybe a Mass Effect. Maybe
Didn't
Mass
you,
Effect.
didn't you guys talk about Mass
trilogy?
Effect in your last podcast?
We might have. Yeah.
Oh,
for, like-
we did within the one with Lee.
You first and yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, Mass Effect May.
You guys talk about Mass Effect.
We're
Man.
in it right now.
I'm
everybody.
bringing it. You're welcome. First,
Yep,
you're
there
welcome,
you go.
Steve. Was it Steve?
No,
Steve-O Hobo?
Yep, Steve Hobo and Lee. We talked
You're
about
welcome.
Mass Effect May. There you go.
You're welcome, guys. You're welcome. So
Well,
subscribe to my channel.
May is the month of Uncharted, so I don't know if we can do that. It's kind of conflicting schedules there. You're gonna have to move that. Anyway.
So what are you saying? You're saying Mass Effect 4 or what?
Yeah, it's
Andromeda.
isn't it called Mass Effect? Yeah.
Yeah, Andromeda.
That's we'll see something. We'll probably I would imagine we'll see some gameplay. I don't
More
think have we
gameplay.
seen any yet?
No.
Was there
we
some last
haven't.
year?
No.
Okay.
It was just like
Yeah,
a
we'll-
little teaser.
We'll see some this year. We have to.
That's interesting.
And I think it's coming out in like the beginning of next year, right? Like in February or March next year.
Yeah.
this is the
sounds
first
about
I've
right.
heard of
We'll
it,
definitely
but
see
I also didn't really play any of the Mass Effects. So
I still need
Yeah,
to.
man.
I really
They're
do.
great.
Yeah.
I think number 2 is my favorite still.
Yeah, that's what everyone
That one's
likes
fantastic.
too.
yeah.
I was a little hesitant because I thought they were going to be really big, but I heard they're not that big. If you don't like, if you kind of just go through the story, right? They're not
Yeah,
really that.
if you do like all the side quests and stuff, there's a
Yeah.
lot to do, but if you just want to just book through it and just hit all the main quests, it doesn't take that long.
Okay.
And you can just be a jerk to everybody if you just want to go like rogue. It's pretty cool.
Yeah,
You get to punch reporters and stuff. That's how I always played through my first playthrough like super good, like helping everybody out, and then my second playthrough I'm like just screw everybody.
Yeah.
I'm gonna punch everybody, kill everybody. Whenever that rogue icon shows up, I just press it. Whatever it is. Renegade. Yeah, the Renegade. Yeah. I'm like, forget everybody. That's just that's how I roll.
I hear you.
Fable 2, man.
I do that.
R.I.P. Lionhead Studios.
Oh man.
R.I.P.
Ugh.
I don't.
EA, I think you're going to see more indies as well
I was just gonna say I don't really know much else from them.
because
What,
they had
Battlefield
Unraveled.
1? That's EA, right?
Yeah, Battlefield. Well, yeah, it is
The new one
yeah.
that they just announced.
New one. That's gonna be interesting to see. I'm into that because I think World War I is interesting. It's not a very sexy war. It was very violent, very pointless, and I'm probably repeating everything everyone has said about it because it's World War II is the good versus evil war. World War I was just a bunch of people fighting because some guy killed another guy, and we're all okay, we got to back them, and
Yeah.
it was a pointless war, and it was bloody and weird, and it's really hard to translate trench warfare into a video game.
I made the
because
joke about that a long time ago that
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for a World War I game because the joke is that's not a game. You're in a trench
Yeah.
the whole time.
Yeah.
But I think they're kind of going alternate history. They said like it's gonna be alternate history in a way. Like I think in a way where they can make it a playable game. So that might be interesting to
Where
see.
we're fighting Germany
looks like-
anyway again and just like
Yeah.
Hitler's dad.
It's Hitler's dad.
Senor Hitler.
He's a mech robot. They
Yeah.
should do that.
Yes.
That would be awesome. A series of games. It goes from like maybe even like the Crusades, and it's just alternate. I guess that's what Assassin's Creed is. But it's
I was
like
gonna say,
alternate.
hey,
history.
you're explaining Assassin's Creed
Yeah.
spot on.
Yeah, pretty much. But it just goes alternate history. So it goes like every war, but it's like a different. Then it goes like mech Hitler, and you just get all this weird stuff.
You can basically play through the beginning of Wolverine Origins. Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You're in every single war.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought we lost someone there. But
Yeah, is
let's
there?
see that.
I mean, I just don't know much. I think EA Sports. It's in the game, but
You're gonna see a lot of that.
It's in the game, man. Yeah, that's right. NFL Streets. Can we bring that back?
yeah.
Dude, we need to bring. Oh well, yeah. I mean, I love that, but the NFL
Or
would have
NFL Blitz. Anyone ever play that game?
Oh,
NFL
yeah. I
remember
Blitz
that,
for the, N64 where you can butt slam on
I
people.
have
That
it
was
on
great.
PS1.
Man, that was the best
I
part.
still have in my very hands right now. NFL Blitz.
Oh man, I can go get my N64
NFL
one.
Blitz for
Blitz.
PS1. You can't hear it, but there's.
I have my
CD case.
N64 one right over there.
Yep,
Man, that game
that's
is
a
great.
great game.
I need to buy that. I play that a lot in
Hey,
college.
if that played online, I'd say, hey, let's play right now. Just end the podcast. Let's play.
This is
do it.
Midway.
Yeah.
RIP.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. Midway.
What are they doing now?
Anything else with EA?
I think that's all I got.
Yeah, Mass Effect was really the one. Kind of
Yeah, that's probably the biggest
And
one.
that is
they're
interesting. I
gonna
can't
show.
believe I hadn't even heard that that's on the horizon. But there you go.
It's cool, man. It's cool. No harm, no foul.
Bethesda.
I don't get why they're doing a conference.
Yeah.
I mean,
Bethesda. Well, they're gonna show. I think they're gonna show next Elder Scrolls.
maybe.
Now that Fallout's done. I mean, I would assume
But
at least something, a trailer, teaser.
Yeah, but you would think though, like, because they started Fallout 4 after Skyrim, was released, so I don't think they would have much for it.
When did Fallout 4 come out?
Came out the last year.
Yeah, just last November.
Yeah, at the end of last year, something like that.
Yeah.
You got that's enough time to make a trailer.
Yeah.
Tons of people.
I want to say
but
it's
have
too
you ever
soon,
seen their?
but
It's too soon because that's been their MO. Bethesda's MO is they announce a game and then like 4 months later they release it. So I think it would be kind of off. It'd be kind of off message.
I was gonna say it's too soon, but I don't know how long it was from Oblivion to Skyrim. It probably wasn't too long.
Yeah. Let's see. Oblivion. I remember that game came out with the 360.
I'll look it up.
I got
I'm
it.
looking it up.
That was in 2006.
7. Yeah, 6 or 7.
2006.
Oblivion.
And then Skyrim came out
release
on
date,
11/11/11, right?
2006,
That's-
March 20th, 2006.
Yeah, man.
But you gotta take
I'm
into
doing pretty
account
well so far.
Fallout 3 was in the middle between those two.
Yes, and then
Fallout 3 and New Vegas.
11/11/11 Skyrim.
Yes,
Vegas
dude.
was New
Look at
Vegas
that.
was by another.
Pull that out of
studio.
my history brain.
Now maybe we see a New Vegas kind of thing from another studio for Skyrim maybe or
Skyrim
Elder
New
Scrolls.
Vegas.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, real talk though, 2006 to 2011 is 5 years.
Yep, it's been 5 years. 11
Yeah.
to 16.
Dang. Wow.
Bum, bum, bum.
I didn't think. I really thought it would be too soon, but Skyrim's kind of old now. Wow.
Yeah, it
It
is.
is.
I think it's because
And,
Fallout was so recent. It
I'm
feels like.
ready for a new one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like to see that one.
We might see more Fallout
Yeah.
stuff, though,
And
right?
that would be a new Skyrim on this current gen, right? Because
Yeah.
the last one was 360 and
that's true.
PS3.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're overdue, guys.
Yeah. I think Wolfenstein. We see another Wolfenstein.
Wolfenstein.
Also.
yeah.
Wolfenstein. Speaking of alternate
Wolfenstein.
history. And maybe the Evil Within 2. I know Dishonored 2 probably going to be we're talking
Oh yeah,
about.
Dishonored 2. I never really
Yeah.
played Dishonored 1. I watched
Yeah,
a friend
I've
play
never
it.
played it. Yeah.
It looked pretty good, but I was like, nah, it's not worth it for me.
Yeah.
At that point, I was just a poor college
There's
student.
too many games, man.
Yeah.
Just too many games.
There really are. Too many big games. Like
Yeah.
last year, there's just so many open world big games. You just get overwhelmed.
Oh, yeah.
It's too many.
Yeah,
man.
last year was the
Back
year
in the
of
day,
that
there's
for
only,
sure.
like, yeah.
I got Fallout 4
God.
and I played like a couple hours and I just like, ugh,
Yeah.
I just can't.
Yeah, I'm like halfway through the story.
See, I platinum Fallout 4.
I just
but-
don't have the time, man.
Yeah, that was like the only really game I like even played a lot of though, like open world game. Last year was Fallout.
It's a great
Because-
game though, man.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
I just don't
it's
have
great.
the time. I can't.
Oh, yeah,
I can't cram in like 50 hours of a game.
Oh, I understand. Yeah.
What if instead of a
There's just so much to do.
What if instead of an Elder Scrolls 6 we see a Fallout spin-off like New Vegas?
I could see that.
Yeah.
By another studio.
I
think it'd
haven't
be
haven't
interesting,
played New Vegas, but everyone says it's like definitive.
Yeah, they say it's even better than Fallout 3.
Right.
I
lot of people
played
do.
New Vegas, and I wasn't a big fan.
It's
No.
I mean, I only played like an hour of it though, probably because I played it like near these current gens like systems were out, and I bought the old one, and I was like, man, I can tell this is a PC port, and I'm not really a PC guy, so I was like, this is rough for me.
It's just weird because I loved 3. I played that one to the bone. I did every single thing you could in that game, but I didn't touch New Vegas, and everyone was like, oh, it's the best. New Vegas is so much better. So
that's what all my friends told me. That's why I got New Vegas.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's a mystery. Like I can't really tell what they're gonna do there.
Yeah,
Bethesda.
I don't know either.
Yeah, well, I mean they have to have enough to show something because they have a press conference.
That is true. I mean, if they wanted a conference,
they gotta show something.
Yeah.
I mean, we can probably. My bold prediction is Todd Howard will drop about 3 F-bombs on stage. That's my bold prediction.
Yeah, seriously.
That's my bold prediction.
Probably Doom. Probably some Doom stuff. Doom DLC.
Yeah. Is Doom Bethesda?
Yeah.
It is?
They picked up all those old school shooters.
Yeah,
whoa.
geez. Yeah, wow.
And Doom.
Okay,
and,
Doom then. They'll show Doom. So it's in beta right now, right?
Well, no, it's releasing on the 12th.
Multiplayer. Oh,
it's releasing on the 12th, yeah.
I wonder if they'll push some DLC or something.
Yeah, probably. I mean, you got Doom. They have Doom. They have Wolfenstein. They have what's the other one? Quest or Quake. They have Quake.
Huh.
Wow, so they did pick up like every old game.
Yeah.
Man. Bethesda, Pac-Man.
Can we get a realistic
Pac-Man
3D Pac-Man game?
Pac-Man game.
Post-apocalyptic Pac-Man.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
You got
it's a world haunted by ghosts named Pinky and Blinky and Stinky and Flinky and Clyde.
I feel like if you just kind of put random art for your thumbnail, that would have been the thumbnail.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Post-apocalyptic Pac-Man.
Pac-Man with a bloody club.
Oh my gosh, yes. Game of the year, 2020.
Mark it down.
Man, we're running out of time, guys. Are there any other games that you want to touch on? Any other companies that will be there or things that you think might be presented?
I've heard rumors about Red Dead Redemption 2.
I was just going to say that. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I loved Red Dead Redemption.
Oh, me too, man. I love it. I would be really, really psyched if that was talked about at all at the press conference.
I mean, there's rumors have been thrown out there, so I'm really hoping they show something. So I just don't know whose conference is going to be in.
I was going to say, so with Rockstar, because I feel like in the past, Rockstar is a bit too big for E3.
Yeah,
right?
They don't usually do E3.
Yeah, like they're kind of like, we'll just do our own thing.
Yeah, they can.
That would be cool. I think that'd be a cool announcement.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to Red Dead. When I heard that rumor, I was like, yes, insta-buy, pre-order. There better be a bonus.
That's the one. That's the one where you pre-order and you pay in full because it's gonna.
That's the pre-order bundle that comes with the revolver. Oh yeah.
Oh my god, that's great.
No, I'm kidding.
A real revolver.
Yeah, it's a real gun.
You can really shoot people. Be like John.
John Marston.
People.
Man.
I heard another BioShock game as well. Not by Ken Levine, but another BioShock game by 2K was rumored. So
I'd be cool to see it go back to its
never really
roots.
gotten to BioShock.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
I didn't like.
I have the BioShock bundle for the 360, but I made it like halfway through the first one.
There's going to be
I have a bad habit with that.
There's going to be a BioShock collection for the PlayStation 4 coming out soon.
Cool.
That's already been leaked, and same with a Arkham Asylum or Arkham Knight
like a package
bundle. Which going to be
which brings me to something that I heard. Who does that game? Is it Rocksteady? Is that who does that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I've heard that their next game is going to be a Superman game.
Yeah, I've heard that too. Yeah.
So kind of in that same style of the Arkham games, but Superman instead.
It's going to be interesting because it's going to be so hard to.
Didn't they just do a TMNT game?
That was Platinum. Yeah.
It was Platinum Games. That game looks good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that game.
I'm excited about that one.
But
yeah, I heard they were doing a Superman
Superman's
game.
hard to make a good game about.
It is.
Yeah, man. Ask the N64.
I was gonna say ask Chidunda. He has a whole video about it.
Yeah.
I mean, I could see the only other really I mean, you got Batman, but I think the game that kind of compares is maybe Infamous, where you don't have flying, but it's gliding.
Yeah.
And you're kind of underpowered, and you kind of gain your powers. I could see maybe something like that. I know there's Superman stories where he's a little more underpowered. You would have to do it something like that, where he's an underpowered hero.
Mm.
And he doesn't necessarily have fly. I love fly. I don't get why there's not more flying, because you have these massive games now. Why can't you fly? That always
Yeah.
I always love flying in general. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see how they can make it work.
I'm interested too. I love the Batman games. Arkham games are great.
Yeah, they're great.
I mean, to be fair, I stopped at City, but
right.
Yeah.
Arkham Asylum's an amazing game.
Yeah, the Asylum's one I got all the way through.
Yeah.
I haven't picked up any other ones. They
Asylum,
look great. They look
yeah.
fantastic.
Asylum's great.
Asylum
City's great.
is my favorite Metroid game.
It's
nice.
I feel you though, Trey, because
Yeah.
I mean it really is though.
Oh yeah. Ukulele. Hopefully we
Oh,
see a lot
yeah.
more of
Holy
that.
crap! I didn't expect that, but it'd be sick to see something.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. That game looks.
You know
like
what?
it's
They
fantastic.
did a interview the other week. A couple of the devs, and because the big thing people are waiting on is the sandbox. They're supposed to release the sandbox to their backers, which is like not in-game content, just like a place to run around, use their abilities, get a feel for the game. And they said that's coming very, very soon. Maybe that will be released at E3 or announced or something. I don't know. We
And a game
yeah.
that I've oh sorry, go
I was
ahead.
just gonna say
I was
we
just
talked
gonna
about
throw
that
another
one
game
in
out.
our 2016 thing with Trey. I'm not convinced it's coming out in October.
No, yeah, I don't think so either.
If they don't have the sandbox yet, like, oof, we'll see. But
It's hard to make games, guys.
I'm worried about an October
tough.
release.
What?
So
What?
okay, sorry Nathan, what were you saying?
But you're fine. I was gonna say a game that I've heard rumor of, but I've heard nothing other than this might be happening. But Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3. Did you guys ever play Ultimate Alliance 1 and 2?
I have not.
Oh, dude, they're fun.
Yeah?
They're fun
Yeah,
games. Like
Are they?
Yeah,
it's I guess like almost like the Diablo kind of like camera styles, like
Okay.
kind of 3/4, and you get to pick your heroes and all that stuff. And there's a lot of heroes to pick from. I like number two because I like playing Gambit, and Gambit's in that one. My wife likes playing number one because Moon Knight's in that one, and she likes Moon Knight. So it's like I wish they came with a third one with both of those. That would be amazing. That'd just be like
I played
the
it
ideal
very
package.
briefly. I remember it, but not very much. But
And
people liked it for sure.
And I believe in the Nintendo, there was supposed to be a Nintendo version, or maybe there is. I don't know. I just played them on the 360. But that Link and Samus were like in the beta for one of those,
Wow.
which would have been pretty cool.
Yeah,
just for
pretty
the
cool.
Nintendo version, like Nintendo exclusive. So, yeah, that I've heard rumor of that, and that would do awesome. I'm not sure if they'd even announce it there. I mean, is it worth it? But
Yeah.
I mean, with all the superhero
it's
stuff
probably
going on now,
a sizzle reel. I could see that. Like, or maybe
Yeah.
they announce some conference.
and that's Activision, so that'd
Yeah.
be an Activision thing.
Yeah.
Do we have any final outlandish predictions of E3?
Oh,
What's something that who knows, but it'd be really cool. Any last predictions before we close things out?
I think we see. I don't know. I mean, it sounds really bad. I think we see a new first-party franchise from Sony that's going to be like, the big pillar franchise.
New IPs.
New IP, yeah.
Dude, I would love
I
to
know,
see
that's
more
not really
new
a-
IPs.
Me too. I'm kind of getting sick of the remakes and rehashes
Yeah.
and redos, and I kind of want to see some new stuff. And
There were a lot of
You know,
new
I
IPs
guess-
last year, I feel like.
yeah, a lot of announcements like Horizon and I don't know what else.
Recore
I mean,
and Splatoon.
yeah, Recore.
and-
Splatoon was Splatoon was great.
yeah.
I wish they would
game's
do more some of
fantastic.
that. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah,
Yeah,
I guess lock of the week might be. Okay, lock of the week is Red Dead Redemption is announced and will be released in October.
Oh man, that would be fantastic.
Yeah, I love that.
I hope that comes true.
Me too.
I don't even think I have any more predictions. I'm all predicted out.
Can't see it anymore. You don't have the sight anymore.
Yeah.
We lost our crystal ball.
No. This is the point in the video where you faded out slowly.
Just, hey, bye, see you guys.
It was fun, guys. See ya.
I would like to see a new Rayman game. We were talking Ubisoft earlier with Rayman.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have no idea, but I think that'd be cool. I loved those games, the new ones, the Origins and Legends.
Yeah.
I only played them last year, and they were phenomenal. Super good. I want another one.
So
Lock of the week.
They're great.
When you say Yuka, I think it'd be cool to see some good Yuka stuff. We still are pretty in the dark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it was kind of bare bones.
Good amount of stuff.
Yeah.
Like those first demos are kind of like, okay, it's a demo, and I'd like to see it as
right.
They really just wanted to show you that, hey, this plays like Banjo-Kazooie, the old good
Definitely.
ones.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, yeah, awesome. So
Here's more stuff that's
what we
familiar.
got.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think that's it. It's weird. I think
that's E3, guys. We got it all summed up.
we got all summed up, guys. Don't even have to watch it.
See you
Don't
guys
even have
next
to worry
month.
About it. Yeah,
Yep, that's it. Good.
Yeah,
I think it's weird because they announced a lot of stuff last year, and I think a lot of games were released last year where it's going to be like, I don't know, it's going to be a lot of surprises, I think, this year, or it's because usually we would see a lot of games that were announced last year, but I don't know how many of those games we're actually going to see. I don't know if we're going to actually get to see, like gameplay of Recore, or I mean, you would think you would, but I don't know. I think hopefully we do see a lot of those games that were announced last year actually playable this year.
Yeah.
But it's going to be interesting. It always is.
Kingdom Hearts 3, man.
Kingdom Hearts 3.
Banjo
Released. Okay, that's
Kazooie.
my bold prediction. My bold prediction coming out this year.
This year.
And it'll even be English dubbed.
It's been
Kingdom Hearts 3 with is there going to be a Star Wars part in that? I've heard that.
There better be.
Like Star Wars. Yeah.
Star Wars and Marvel, and my personal favorite, Brave Little Toaster.
Oh.
I mean,
I really don't know.
Seriously though,
I really
Disney
want Brave
has
Little Toaster
expanded
personally.
so much since they've made the last one.
Yeah.
They could do so much more.
Oh, Brave Little Toaster.
Homeward Bound level. Play as the dog or the cat.
Oh man! All right, that like we said, that's E3 for you guys. You don't even have to watch. We just laid it all out for you.
You're welcome. You're
Don't
welcome.
worry.
If you stuck with us till the end, you're a champ. Go watch E3 and tell us how correct we were. I'm sure that we nailed everything, right, guys? We just got
Everything. I'm sure.
Every-
I'm sure
And
every
if
bold
we
prediction came true.
If we didn't, we'll delete the podcast. Don't worry about it. You'll never know.
Yeah.
We didn't.
We were never here. We were never here.
Nope.
Oh boy! Any closing thoughts, my friends? Thank you for being on. First of all, it was a blast.
Yeah. Thank you.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Yeah.
I made it through all the way.
We made it.
I didn't pass out from nervousness.
I'm super glad. But it was a blast. Let's wrap it up. Any last words to our audience?
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.
That's a theory.
Oh.
A game theory. Thanks for watching.
All right, I'll just
Thanks.
no. We're
It's
gonna
wrong channel. Sorry.
cut that part. That's just a cast. A
snoCast.
Yeah. No.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah, that was not as cool as I thought it'd be.
Well, you gotta give me that heads up. I didn't get the heads up on that one.
Dang. All right. We'll do we get award for most awkward outro?
Oh yeah, I guess. Can we get that? Is that an award?
Maybe. Trey?
What's up? What are we doing?
All right, see you guys.
See ya.
Yep. All right, bye. Snow!